And it seems like these protests are the culmination of a number of frustrations facing the Black community. The confrontation in Central Park, George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, and the COVID-19 pandemic.
Wow, a lot going on. And joining us tonight with more context on the threats facing the Black community is Dr. Cindy Trimm, founder and CEO of Cindy Trimm Ministries near Atlanta in Stockbridge.
Hey there.
Hi.
Welcome to the program. Dr. Trimm, how do you think Black America is going to respond to what they have just heard from President Trump? I'm not sure if you just heard my quote from him calling for military personnel if the streets were not cleared.
Yeah, you just have just one problem stacking on top of another problem, where you have a group of people that have adapted to the conditions that clearly point out to this disparity. And then that leads to this domino effect where you have social atrophy and then anarchy, which is what we're experiencing right now, the riots, the rebellion, where people are trying to get their voice heard. And, you know, it's just like these inflection points causing flashpoints all over United States of America because people want to be heard.
And also, Dr. Trimm, just the piling on, the compounding of all of these things, COVID-19, the weight of that, people losing jobs, losing businesses, not being able to go to church and worship. How big of a spiritual toll do you think all of this is taking on our country, and Black Americans in particular?
Yeah, it plays a big toll. It's a toll on everybody because, you know, I was busy trying to build a case for hope and for faith, and together we can overcome. And then you have the George Floyd case that happens, where, you know, now people are beginning to talk about the weaponization of color and the weaponization of privilege. And it's unfortunate, and you know, it's the tone at the top. So when you have the tone at the top as it is, then it has this trickle-down effect, and it's affecting people's faith in leadership, faith in government, and we want answers. Everyone wants answers, but most important, it is just highlighting the kinds of gaps, because with COVID, what COVID did, it caused these inflection points, geopolitically, socially, and we raised questions about the social contract that is supported by the Constitution. Can we trust that?
And Dr. Trimm, just one final thought. If you had any words of encouragement for our viewers out here, we wish you would share those with us, please.
Absolutely. I think, you know, an eye for an eye is not the answer. We need to have conversation and even push it to the point where we can actually find harmony and unity in the midst of diversity. And we can. All
right, Dr. Cindy Trimm, thank you so much for joining us. Cindy Trimm Ministries in Stockbridge, Georgia. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you for bringing me on.